Hey everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you've had a good day, morning, or evening, because I have. Not only do we get to laugh at some fanboys today, it's the PlayStation kind, as I know you all love them. Not only have they made themselves look like idiots, they're going to a very far extreme to see a game fail, and we get to watch them go at each other for once. Something special is really going on. I have never seen PlayStation fanboys act this way towards a singular game, from them saying Baldur's Gate 3 is an exclusive, now to them being absolutely scared of Starfield. I can remember the time where PlayStation fanboys were saying that Xbox needs to start competing. Now that Xbox is competing, they don't want Xbox to do it anymore, because their PlayStation may not be on top when it comes to Starfield. I have seen more talk about Starfield than anything PlayStation. Of course, that could just be my feed, but I'm sure it's there for a reason, and a lot of people seem to be really excited for Starfield, and some people right now are even playing it. But as I'm sure you already know, PlayStation fanboys are not excited for this game. So I thought I would start it off strong with my favorite fanboy, J-Dub. Thanks, J-Dub, for forcing Bethesda's hand in going gold, since Xbox was saying Bethesda games never go gold. Who are these Xbox fanboys? Where's your proof? Because every Xbox fanboy I've seen has been celebrating the fact that Starfield has gone gold, and I don't think anyone has ever said that Bethesda games don't go gold. It's either that they don't announce it, or it happens right at the end when no one's really going to notice it. The only person I've ever heard bring it up was Dreamcast Guy, after he made a pretty terrible video after only watching half of the direct, and him going on about how there was no news about Starfield and it going gold. But can you guess what? Dreamcast Guy is not an Xbot, he's a Sony pony. But don't get me wrong, there could have been people I've missed, but sadly, I don't know, nor do I care, because every game eventually goes gold, it's just a matter of time, and I don't put my entire personality around that going gold, because unlike you dumbasses, I don't base my entire personality around a plastic box and its exclusives. Let's go. Prepare yourself, Xbots, PC cucks, and imbeciles. You will bow down to me, your PlayStation overlord, at once. Sadly, in your case, I don't think I will, because PC is on top over everything else. No matter which way you try to spin it, we can play your games, and we will, because at the end of the day, emulation exists. And it will always surprise me that you are going this far to make a Metacritic account just to review bomb a game. Because you are the same fanboys that went out of your way and said that if Xbox gets a good game, you would be happy for Xbox fanboys, and now you're going out of your way to do the opposite, in the off chance Starfield actually being a really good game. Starting account 1 out of 1000, goodbye Starfield score. I would be shocked if you made 2, let alone 100 or 1000, because that would take you a lot of time, but all power to you, because I can guarantee with that one account that you do have, you will give Starfield a 0. But on the other hand, if the game is actually good, your 0 will mean nothing. And to think you as an individual will have such a chance to make an impact on that review score, especially the user one that is done by many people, not just PlayStation fans, will be very hard for all of you to do. It has been done by 1 or 2 points, but nothing drastic. To say that you will make a big difference to make this game look bad is without a shadow of a doubt highly unlikely. Now there's something a bit more interesting about these two posts. A PlayStation fanboy decided to call out these two people for trying to review bomb a game and saying that that is not what we do. Or that's not what anyone should be doing. If you like a game, you should enjoy it. And who knew a PlayStation fanboy could call out other PlayStation fanboys? I don't care who you are. If you review bomb a game because, it's not on my Playbox X5, you're a fucking loser, especially if you go out of your way to make multiple accounts. Maybe we judged you too harshly, Nicola. Maybe this is your redemption. It's about time you had your redemption from some of the bad takes you've had in the past. I'm sure you will continue to fanboy for your PlayStation, but it's never too late to always have a W here and there. But unlike another fanboy, as I'm sure we can all guess who it is, as he always finds his way back into these videos, and he's already been in this video, but we have to laugh at him again. Ah man, this dude is definitely on demon time. I do not condone this at all, but I understand. J-Dub, I am under the firm belief that you were one of those people that created an account on Metacritic just to review bomb Starfield. You and the rest of the fanboys seem very similar in how you think and how you approach most of these situations. Some are smarter than others, but you are not one of the smart ones. You never will be. You have consistently showed up in multiple videos of mine and other content creators that talk about fanboys. That is how many bad takes you have had in the last year, let alone the last couple of months. I will never understand how someone like you is able to crawl out of his basement every day to only talk about Xbox. It's all you do. Instead of playing the games that you preach are really good, you only sit on Twitter all day to talk about the rival companies. So I took the time out of my day to take 2 minutes, I know, shocking. That's a lot of work. And I found this great gem. Hard pass, no split screen or performance options. Starfield gameplay reportedly renders at 1296p despite 30 FPS. JW, think to yourself that you have a win here, when you know full well that PlayStation games, especially some exclusives, have had performance issues in the past. We're looking at Final Fantasy and Forspoken, that both ran at 720p in some instances because of bad optimization. And now you think you have a win because a Bethesda game doesn't perform well. No shit, it's a Bethesda game. They're never going to perform well. I would be shocked if Starfield actually gets a good performance on launch, and actually runs relatively well. Some days I wake up and I really do think to myself, what is these mental gymnastics, these fanboys? And this is not just PlayStation, Xbox, this is every single one of them. The gymnastics that these people take make using a pair of nail clippers to circumcise myself looked like a very fun experience. Shout out to the PlayStation Nation for putting pressure on the devs and getting results. That's right guys, it was the PlayStation Nation. They did all the work for us. They took the time out of their day to make Starfield release earlier, before Spider-Man. I'm truly thankful that they did that. You know, we need to give these guys credit for being so smart with how they've approached everything for us, taking the time out of their day to care about Xbox more than we do. Imagine being so down bad for any W you can get on PlayStation right now, because all you've got is Spider-Man, and that is it. Imagine being so scared of Starfield that you've gotten to the point that you should start taking credit for stuff that doesn't even involve you. It's gotten to that point where you were so desperate for any W's against Xbox that you would do anything to prove to yourself that your platform will have something over the Xbox platform. Imagine caring that much for a piece of plastic. But I should expect nothing less from fanboys. Glad I finally have something to use these Microsoft reward points on. So let me get this straight, Red Dragon. You have spent enough time on Xbox to gather enough reward points to buy Starfield's premium version. Do keep in mind this is just the upgrade, not a full purchase of the game. Nonetheless, this is still a game that he has repeatedly shit-talked and made that Sony's exclusives will always be better. So what's the point in purchasing it if you believe that this game is going to be terrible compared to a game that you really want to get, like Spider-Man? I mean, you do you with whatever money you want. That's your money, your choice. But at the same time, keep that same energy. Because Jim Ryan wouldn't like it if you weren't being faithful to his platform. But hey, what can you do? You should just play the games you want to play. But still, they're going to continue the console war like nothing ever happened. So that's the end of the video, boys. Hope you all have a good day. If you can, leave a like, subscribe, and if you want to become a member, take care, bye bye.